Yep. But those highlights you showed at halftime, Shaq, that's the thing he needs to work on.
Hey, look
oh, there's our
guy. Tan Portland.
Hey, I told
Portland
you, man.
10.
I've been to Portland. Yeah. I love me some Nike, and I've been to Portland. The sun don't never shine that much.
Man, I think I know Tan Ken. He looks so familiar, man.
Oh. He actually got a little, he's not dark as he was the other night.
Must be the lighting.
Might be the spray tan.
Flash in the pan. Anyway, the other night, we did opening night from Cleveland, and we had the highlights of the Portland game against Utah Jazz. And we had that moment because we saw him in the highlights. And rather than even say anything else, just watch the clip from the other night.
Hey, bro.
Not there is a big.
Bro, get out the sun. Damn. I've been going to Portland for 100 years, and I've never seen the sun that much. You can get that.
Kid, what's up, kid?
Portland can.
Come on, man. Stay out the tanning bed, man.
It's not that much space between your nose and your lip.
Hey, I'm telling you something.
It isn't
man.
like.
Ain't no way you can get that tan in Portland, Oregon. Ain't no way. That's impossible.
Oh, man.
Oh, my Lord.
You might see him in the tanning bed. You could go get another bracelet. You know, from last year. You get a bracelet like you did last year.
It is good to be back with you guys. It really is, man.
Come on, man.
So, really
Oh,
really tan Portland Ken is actually Ron Sloy. And Ron, thank you so much for joining us from Portland. Hey, and look, we appreciate your sense of humor, and we appreciate.
Wait, we don't know if he has a sense of humor. He hasn't said anything yet.
Ron's a
he
good
might be
sport
over
on
here
that
cussing
thing.
us out.
And that was so unexpected, and our guys upstairs did the job with the whole paint box thing. But so, what is your story, Ron? I know we all have.
Looks familiar to me.
We all have good stories, and I know you've said in the paper that you've met the other. You haven't met me, but you've met Shaq and Kenny.
He's met me.
And Charles.
I know he looked familiar.
Well, fellas, I want to tell you it's been 15 to 20 years, but I have a private story for each one of you. Kenny, I'll start with you. I walked into a place with Robert Pack in Denver about 20 years ago, and you were sitting there in a red-brimmed hat, looked like $1 million, and Robert and I sat down with you and enjoyed a cocktail and listened to some jazz together, and that was about 15, 20 years ago. I was out there seeing Robert Pack with Denver.
I do not remember the red brim hat. I might remember the jazz
because one of your bodyguards, Jerome,
Jerome
was my best friend for the last 29 years, buddy. And you were so kind to us in L.A. to the Century Club. And
that was
a couple other. We went to. You took us up. You took me up to the Forum Club, and I think actually Jerome one night, and my Jerome Kersey went out, and I think they got us Fat Burgers one night. So I thank you, and the best part I can tell you about what you did for me is you were so kind. You gave me a pair of your shoes, and if I'm not mistaken, they're size 23s. And I took them home to a cancer patient, a buddy of mine, and he since passed away. But you couldn't have been any more gracious. And then Chuck, for you. I'm going to spin you back to Vegas to the NBA lockout, and you and I played golf with Jerome, and this is how I'll date you. Jerome pulled up in a limo and rolled his window down and yelled out the window, "Hey, big head." And you turned to Jerome and had a couple of words for him, but Chuck, let me tell you something. Jerome absolutely loves you, and we were hoping that you were gonna attend his service, but I've been with Jerome many a times, my friend, when you've been on the phone with him, and you couldn't have been any more gracious. I did spend the evening with you, and I'll date you with this. We went to a place called The Drink in Vegas. Do you remember that?
I definitely remember The Drink in Vegas. You know what? Jerome was a great friend. I loved him like a brother. I miss him. He was just a great man, and but I tell you what, I've had a lot of fun nights at The Drink in Vegas, man.
Really,
well, fellas, I will tell you this. Jerome right now is so proud. Kenny, I don't know you like I've met Charles and Shaq, but Jerome had a special attraction to both those guys. He called Shaq big fella, and Charles, I know you guys were like brothers, and I want to tell you how proud I'm sure he is and everybody else. You guys give us flat entertainment, and in the last 12 months, what we've been going through with the shootings and the election, this is what it's all about. You guys were gracious. I saw how you treated fans back in the day. And Charles, if I'm not mistaken, I may be wrong, but I doubt it.
Hey, man.
Oh, this guy was ready tonight.
You was ready tonight.
You was getting on TV tonight, boy. I tell you what.
Hey, man, we appreciate, you know what, there's so much crazy stuff going on in the world, and we try to make people watch basketball and laugh. We really appreciate you having a good sense of humor with us.
Yeah, Chuck, you guys were special, and I appreciate your 15 minutes of fame that you gave me, and hopefully one of these times I'll run into you and give you a big hug. But all of you guys were very gracious when I had the fine opportunity to meet you, and congratulations on TNT, your show, and Inside the NBA. And the last thing I want to leave you with, Shaq, I'm surprised you didn't notice this the other night, but Wiz Khalifa, when you introduced that was the entertainment, did you notice the DJ, the jersey he was wearing the other night on Tuesday night when you guys were ribbing me?
I said something about
Jerome Kersey jersey.
No, I said, I said, look at the DJ.
Yeah.
He's got a Jerome Kersey jersey on. This is Charles. I mentioned that.
Yeah.
So guys, what I'll say to you is this wasn't you guys ribbing me. This was Jerome getting his laugh up in heaven, saying, you know what, my boys are getting Ronnie boy. And so when I saw that jersey, I knew it had nothing to do with you. But thank you very much, and you guys have a wonderful year this year.
Hey, thank you, man. Thanks for coming on.
Hey,
That was
a good
cool,
sport,
man.
and you're a good man. We appreciate
That was cool, man.
Have a great night, man.
Take it easy, Ron.
Thanks.
That was really cool.
Right, take care. That was really cool, man.
Really Tan Roy is cool, man.
And,
not Roy. Ron.
Ron Sloy.
I'm sorry, really Tan Ron.
Yeah.
That was good, though.
That was.
I really appreciate it. You know, Ernie, part of our job, we see stuff all the time, and we got the best job in the world. We play a silly game of basketball. There's so much crazy stuff happening in the world, and when you meet somebody like we're having fun at his expense, and he can get a good laugh out of it.
It was good stuff.
Yeah.
So we appreciate Ron joining us. Should we move on to the next
Oh,
highlight?
there's a big financial advisor that somebody's telling me that too. I got to put some money with
Ooh,
it.
look at the brand new place out by 8. Ron Sloy, awesome guy, awesome tan.
I like that, man.
We always win.
Thank you, Ron.
Yeah, Ron, it was great of you to join
His
us.
mustache might have been so perfect. I don't even. He
No,
counted
his
the
mustache,
hair.
his
It was
hair,
like
everything,
28
what that
hairs
is?
on the left
you know what
side,
that
28
is?
hairs on the right side.
That's Dennis Eckersley right there, man.
Oh, man.
Put the stash back on him. He looks just like the Eck, and he's got the good
Oh,
moss.
okay, Ernie.
Yeah.
Tan Ernie.
I see you, Ernie.
I'm just wearing a little bronzer.
Ernie Brunson.
Look, there's 32 hairs on the right side and 32 hairs on the left. Even amount on each side. That guy is unbelievable.
How do you know
I think we hung on that shot long enough.
Yeah.
When we come back,
How do you what, Chuck?
yeah, see, it is. He's Dennis Eckersley, man.
Oh, wow.
That's what it is. The perfectly coiffed moss. D. Wade, still wearing number 3, but now it says Bulls on the front. We'll be back.
Oh.
Coming back with more on the American Express halftime report. There is file footage of
that's fine. That's
Ron Sloy, really tan Portland Ken.
We love you, Ken.
But the guy was open if he wasn't really tan Portland Ken. Welcome to comeback because the Blazers snapped their 6-game.
Oh, Phil Knight, that's who we should be applauding right there.
You know who else is in there in the stands tonight in Portland? Really tan.
Really tan Ron.
Ron Sloy.
Hey, that's a nice suit, Ron.
It's Ron, but he looks like a Ken.
I want to know how the hell you get a tan in Portland. It rains 352 days a year there. How you get that tan, Ron? I don't know, man.
Good timing. That's how it works.
He must have catch that 2 days a year when the
I thought his
sun.
name was Ken. So it's Ron. Okay, got it.
Oh, we got a message from really tan Portland.
Really tan.
Yeah,
I tell you what, I kind of like that suit he got on. Portland Red. I like that, don't you?
Hey guys, welcome to opening night from Portland, and I miss all of you. Hope to talk to you this year. Great luck with your show this year. Thank you so much.
Oh, that's nice, Ron. That's
Ron Sloy, thank you very much.
That is a nice suit, though, right there.
He is
It's fitted well.
great friend of the program. So the season
Live from deep as the Celtics. Oh, wow. That's hilarious. Celtics, by the way, Brandon is high, 24. Look at this. Really tan. Wow, that's hilarious.
Hey, that's the best one.
Oh, that is a great costume. Man.
Wow, he wins.
He wins.
What, man? Tremendous. How do you get that tan in Portland? I know. That's awesome.
And 12, third in the Western Conference. While we're talking West and talking about Portland, you know our buddy Ron Sloy. And we tabbed him really tan Portland Ken.
That's only because he's really tan.
Because he's really tan.
Really tan.
And so he sent a Christmas gift to us. And let me read. He says, due to the 15 minutes of fame you guys created for me, I'm sending you each an exclusive bottle of really tan Portland Ken's cologne. This is for real. You know, there you go.
For real?
Yeah. We'll have to save one for Kenny.
You got one that's open?
Yeah, I got one right here. Would you like to try some?
I'll do it. It's a special way you got to do it, Ernie.
That's probably enough.
No, then you put it on your hands like that, then you rub it in like that. Wow. Yeah. Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Here it is.
Can I see it, Ernie?
Which camera you got over here? Oh, it's over there?
That's pretty good, Portland tan Ken.
Really
Ernie, can the rest of us try it?
Sure, you can try it. Here. And we've created an ad for him. Earthy, primitive, masculine, refined, really tan Portland Ken.
Man up.
First cologne approved. I couldn't read the rest of the promo because I was reading it too slowly. Oh. Candace.
Do that again, Chuck. But
That's how I put on cologne.
Candace, what do you think?
I do. I spray it in the air.
I mean, I was more distracted.
Walk into it?
I was more distracted by how they put on
One more time,
the
Chuck.
That's how everybody put on cologne, isn't it?
I love Chuck. Just do it
Spray it
again.
directly on you. You spray it in the air and walk through it.
Do it again, Chuck. But just slow it down a little bit. Check.
Man, alive. I can't breathe out here.
Yeah.
I like me some really tan Portland Ken cologne, but you're overdoing it out here. Man,
One more time, Chuck. Hey, kid, thank you.
that is awesome. Oh, my
Slow that down upstairs and let me see that.
that move.
Yeah. Boy, I tell you what, I walked down the
Here it is.
I walked down
America.
Tell you what, Shaq. Hey, I walked down the Bulldogs with this smell. Beat him off. Get over here. Get over.
A mess, man. You are.
I'm going down the Bulldogs. Beat him off.
Throwing your mic away.
No, I was getting my stuff over here, Ernie.
Excellent shoe game tonight, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice.
Oh, this is just. I had to bring this from. I had to brought this from Portland.
That's cologne.
That's
Portland.
That's the Ron Sloy really
There you go.
tan.
Ernie, he said to give this to you, Ernest.
Yeah.
This is for you.
He sent us a bunch of this earlier this year.
It's the really tan Ken.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man, that stuff stinks. That stuff
How's
stinks.
it smell?
Oh, that's
Hey, what? One thing about that.
Oh, Ernie? Oh, you ain't going to want to smell that.
Hey, one thing about that smell like potpourri. I know.
Potpourri. Potpourri. Oh, my God. Potpourri.
No, potpourri.
You can never
Black
rob.
people say potpourri.
You can never rob a bank. They'll smell you before they see you.
Oh, my God.
Only two things can happen now. We can either stay here or we can go to break. We're going to go to break. Back with more on the American Express halftime report. Oh!
That
at
go
this.
really tan Ken.
Yeah.
That's sweet. I like that yellow.
I
like that.
Bumblebee, big bird yellow suit on. I like that.
I like that. That nice little green in that tie.
Ron sent us a message, so I'll share that with you guys.
Hey guys, I hope you had a great Easter weekend. I want to let you know I'm coming home for Game 5. Kenny, I figured out where I met you, a place in Denver called Chez Celeste. Robert Pack reminded me of that. And Charles, for you, I want to thank you for picking Portland to go to the NBA Finals. Of course, the fans love you in Portland. And your book that I showed you a few years back was actually given to me by Jerome. I forgot to tell you that. Ernie, I've just completed reading your book in the last year, and your father, Ernie Sr., was your mentor. Well, my dad, Ron Sr., is my mentor. I want to also thank your production crew. They designed my logo for my cologne, and hopefully you're wearing it tonight and you're enjoying it, but I want to thank your production crew for that. And the last thing I'll leave you with, it's how you leave them feeling. And your show makes people feel good. People will never remember what you said. They'll never remember what you did, but they'll remember how you made them feel. And TNT makes people feel good about basketball, and we love your camaraderie. So keep it going, guys, and hopefully one of these days I'm going to run into you.